They say betrayal doesn't just break your heart. It rewrites the entire story of your life. I used to believe I was living in a love story worth telling. For 12 years, I trusted her with everything: my heart, my secrets, my future. And for 12 years, I thought she trusted me back. Our life looked solid from the outside. We owned a small house in a quiet neighborhood. We had our routines: coffee together in the mornings, weekend grocery runs, dinners with friends. I thought those small rituals were proof of stability. She would kiss me before I left for work and text me, "Drive safe," like clockwork. If you had asked me last year who my best friend was, I would have said her name without hesitation. But here's the thing about betrayal. It doesn't knock at the door politely. It creeps in quietly, disguised as normality, until one day it rips the mask off and laughs in your face. It started small. Subtle shifts in behavior I brushed off at first. She started spending longer hours on her phone at night, tilting the screen away whenever I walked by. She suddenly cared about the gym again, buying new workout clothes and insisting on girls-only fitness classes. Her laughter had changed, too. There was a different sparkle in it, a private joke I wasn't part of anymore. I asked her once, casually, if something was going on. She smiled to quickly kiss me and said, "Don't be silly, you're imagining things." And I wanted to believe her so badly that I convinced myself I was paranoid. But then came the business trip. 3 days out of town, she said, some mandatory seminar for work. She packed her bags with unusual excitement, humming as she folded her clothes. When I hugged her goodbye, her perfume was almost overwhelming, as if she wanted me to remember the scent while she was gone. The first night, she texted me at 10 p.m., "Going to bed early, long day tomorrow." But her social media betrayed her. A friend of a friend posted a blurry photo from a rooftop bar, and there she was, my wife, smiling in a corner booth with a man leaning far too close. My stomach dropped, but I told myself maybe it was innocent. Maybe it was just networking, a colleague, nothing more. Denial is a powerful drug. On the second night, she didn't answer my call at all. Straight to voicemail. Hours later, she sent a cold message. Fell asleep early. Talk tomorrow. I didn't sleep a second that night. Something inside me cracked open, and I realized I couldn't keep lying to myself. When she returned home, suitcase rolling behind her, she wore that same too bright smile. She kissed me like nothing had happened, but I could smell the faint trace of cologne that wasn't mine on her jacket. I didn't confront her immediately. Instead, I started observing quietly. Her late-night texts, the sudden urgent work dinners, the way she carried her phone everywhere, even to the bathroom. And one evening, when she was in the shower, I finally looked at it. Locked, of course, but she'd grown careless. Her fingerprint was still registered, and my heart nearly stopped when the messages popped up. His name was Daniel. Hundreds of messages, flirty jokes, late-night confessions, plans they'd made in hotels, while I believed she was out of town for work. And photos, God, the photos. My world didn't just collapse. It went silent. I sat on the bed staring at those messages until she came out of the shower, wrapped in a towel, humming. She saw the phone in my hand and froze. For a split second, guilt flashed in her eyes, but then she put on the mask again. "You shouldn't be snooping," she said flatly, as if the betrayal was my fault. I didn't scream. I didn't throw anything. I just nodded, put the phone down, and walked out of the room. She didn't chase me. For days, we moved around the house like strangers. She avoided eye contact, and I drowned in a mix of rage and heartbreak. Divorce papers were the obvious choice, but I wanted something more, something unforgettable, something that would make her remember for the rest of her life what she had thrown away. So I planned my revenge, not the kind that lands you in jail, but the kind that burns into memory forever. I started by pretending everything was normal. I smiled. I cooked her favorite meals. I asked about her day. She relaxed again, convinced I'd forgiven her, or maybe convinced herself I was too weak to leave. She had no idea what I was preparing. Her birthday was coming up in 2 weeks, and I knew exactly how to use it. I told her I was organizing a special surprise party with our closest friends and family. She lit up, acting like a schoolgirl again, and for the first time in weeks, she looked genuinely happy. I watched her excitement build as she bragged about how thoughtful I was. What she didn't know was that my surprise was something she would never forget. I rented out a small banquet hall, decorated it beautifully, even ordered a custom cake with her name on it. Friends, family, colleagues, all were invited. She spent hours choosing a dress, buying new shoes, even booking a hair appointment. She believed she was walking into a celebration of her life. But I had one last gift to give her,